What's up, nerds? GozMaster here with another Magic the Gathering puzzle quest. Today's quest, Harness Infinity. Harness Infinity is a new Mythic card from the Strixhaven set. I'm going to show you how to go infinite in today's quest. Oh my gosh. 16 mana for a card that has flash, which I really don't understand the benefit of the flash. But it's a black and green spell card. Each of the first 6 different cards without buried in your graveyard gain buried X. Then discard your hand. Now for each card discarded this way, each card with buried in your graveyard gains 3 mana. I want you to pay attention to this. Now each of the first 6 different cards without buried in your graveyard. So if I've done multiples of these, then the next 6, if this is the second time I'm casting Harness to Infinity in a turn, which I'm going to show you how to do that, then the next set of 6 then get that ability, and every card with buried in your graveyard can do it. Now there's a couple of different ways to break this. I'm going to be spotlighting 2 specific ones because I want to issue you a challenge. I want you, those of you who have Harness to Infinity, I want you to show me your breakage. I'll talk about that here at the end of the video. Don't skip ahead. We'll get to it here very shortly. But bottom line here is that then you exile this card. Interesting. So what winds up happening with this card is you get a bunch of cards in your hand. You ideally have a full hand. You cast this card. It ditches all your cards. The first 6 cards that have to already be in your graveyard, okay? So the priority order is the first 6 cards get buried, then you discard the cards. So you don't get to discard the cards and then also at the same time give them buried. Doesn't work that way. I tried. However, in this case, it's still a very, very powerful card. It is absolutely a chase card if you haven't gotten it yet, and it's one of the ones you're not sure about trying to use pinks on. It's very powerful. I will attempt to show you how. So in this first build, we're going to be spotlighting here. I'm going to be going over my Pauper build, which I got to tell you, I'm a little bit proud of it. It's kind of fun. And it's because of Rutha. Hello, Rutha. Mercurial Artist. 9 mana. She's a legendary Magecraft 2/5 creature orc shaman, red-blue. Magecraft 2. I don't know why they give it 2. It's very interesting. I guess you have the option to do it twice. If one of the cards you're casting you don't like, you can do it with the second one. But you may return this creature to your hand. If you do, create a copy of that spell card in your hand. That copy gains full mana. You know I love full mana. You know I love full mana. So that's what we're doing here with Rutha. There's some interesting combos I'm going to share with you on how to get it done with her. Narfi. Narfi is, he's a flex creature, so you can switch him out with any other kind of creature you have. So, but if you have the Betrayer King, let me just kind of go over him. 14 mana, legendary, snow. He already has buried. So here's what's important. If you have a buried card already, let's say he's the 5th card in, then he's going to get that deal. So no matter how many cards you have in your graveyard that have buried, as long as they're 18 or less, all buried cards get the 18 mana from a full hand, or I guess it would be 16 mana, whatever it is, or 15 mana, right? Because that card doesn't count. But I'll show you a way to cheat that out even in addition to that. So 14 mana, 5/4, he has buried 14. Creature, snow, zombie, wizard. Wizard's going to be important. Oh yeah, she's a wizard. Oh no, she's a shaman. Okay. When you match 2 or more snow gems, your snow and zombie creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. At the beginning of your turn, create 3 snow gems. And if this card is in your graveyard, create up to 3 graveyard gems instead. Now I'm asking, I'm not sure about this. If this creature is in my graveyard, at the beginning of your turn, I'm going to jump to, if this card's in your graveyard, create up to 3 graveyard gems instead per turn. Is that right? I don't see that, but we'll see. We'll go into it. Maelstrom Muse. Strix has so many great uncommon creatures. This is from Kaldheim. He's powerful. He's strong. For a 5/4 for 14 and everything he does, he's powerful. Rutha's from Strix. Maelstrom Muse is from Strix. 10 mana, 3/5, flying red-blue Djinn Wizard. Wizard. When this creature attacks, the first spell in your hand gains X mana. X is this creature's power. So you want to obviously Voltron this puppy up. You want to assemble the arms, the legs, and I'll form the head. You want to get it as big and as powerful as you possibly can. You want to swing for dome. And then your first spell in hand that isn't full on mana. Again, Octagon got it right. It's not just the first spell. If the first spell's filled with mana, it will pour over to the second one. As long as it's, if there's only 1 mana missing from the top spell, it'll fill that one up. But it goes to the second one, which is still great. So I highly encourage that you play with Maelstrom Muse. He's great. So what are we going to do with Maelstrom Muse? We're going to use Staggering Insight, 10 mana, or a target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink. Whenever this creature, it gains enchanted. When it attacks, hits your opponent, you draw a card. We want land, we want draw. Field Trip, very good card. More and more, it's becoming one of my favorite green conversion spells because of the learn abilities. 5 mana, converts 6 gems to green. There's a little trick with Ruta I'm going to show you. Field Trip and Ruta. You want to take Ruta on a field trip. Take Ruta on a field trip and do it as many times as you can. I'm going to show you how here in a minute. Reclaim the Wastes. You know I love it. 8 mana for 7 green gems, and then Kicker for landforming. We don't have anything with landforming, so we're not playing its Kicker. Mortality Spear is quickly becoming my favorite removal spell that is Pauper. 12 mana, flash, that's the important part. You mute this puppy down and charge it up. Black-green spell card, so green's got removal. When you gain life, if this card is in your hand, it gains 2 mana. Cool. Destroy the first opposing non-token creature. Non-targeting. So, but it just can't be a token. So against Nissa Worldwaker, you want to play some bounce instead. But if you can't, destroy an opposing non-token, non-land support. So it also does support removal. My goodness, very powerful, really strong card. It's common for 12 mana. It's not bad. It's really, really good. Now here's a little secret that I don't think you knew about. Strixhaven's Mentor's Guidance. 8 mana for a blue spell card. Draw 2 cards. Those cards gain 4 mana. When you cast this card, if you control a Cleric, Druid, Shaman, Warlock, Wizard, or Vanguard, and if this spell is not a copy this card, that copy gains 4 mana. So essentially I have my Wizards on the board or my Shaman, and I cast this, and I get a duplicate of it, so I get to fill my hand for 8 mana with 4 cards, with half their mana, or 4 mana, I should say. They gain 4 mana, but everything here costs pretty low. And then Gather the Pack. We want to fill the graveyard. I love this card. This card has been one of my favorite Reanimator cards for all time, although we're not using Reanimation, although we are kind of using a little bit of Reanimation. This makes it outstanding. It's a solid deal. My question to you is, do you want to make Buried great again? Are we going to make Buried great, Goz? Are we finally going to do what Octagon has promised for so long, making Buried mechanic really, really good? I think it is. Let me show you how. Let's use the deck. Here's a screenshot. Click. All right, let's go use the deck. Swords up. Let's rock and roll. All right, here we go, Garuk. Let's go, baby. 123 life. Can we sustain? All right, so immediately, first things first, we want to go ahead and get out our... we got a 5 swap, so we're going to take out our 5 swap right there. Boom. Shakalaka. We're going to go ahead and cast Elemental Sciences, or Environmental Sciences, excuse. We want to go ahead and... Actually, I want to mute this down because I don't need it right now. Sorry, and I'm also using... She's quickly... Kasmina is quickly becoming one of my favorite planeswalkers in the set. Where you can, do not match your greens because you want to use those greens for salad later on, right? Okay, so there we go. So we want to get up to our first ability as quickly as possible. And, oh yes, yes, queen. All right, we're going to go green and blue, green and blue, green and blue. I guess we're just going to take green here. Cool. She's out. Nice. Drew a card. Gained some life. First ability. Things are gravy. All good in the hood. All right. Oh, here we go. Are you ready for some fun? Watch this. This is going to be great. So we're going to use our first ability, Fractal. We're going to go try to find our card as quickly as possible. I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to go Field Trip. Boom. I am going to use Field Trip here. And let's see. Oh, I got a 5 swap and some black. Look at this. Life is good. We're casting our card that converts green. We want to hit confirm. Okay, so she comes up to our hand. We get a copy of that card, gives us another one. And that didn't go all the way that we wanted it to. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we're going to go here. Boom. Now watch this. Watch it. Watch it. Good, good conversion. So now I'm going to do some green conversion. So I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm. Brings it up to my hand. I get a copy of that card. I get to use Environmental Sciences to go pull another copy of it. And now the green conversion happens. I get to refill my hand. I get to draw that card. I get her back on the board. And he attacks and fills my first hand up. And I'm at my third ability already. Where it really gets fun is if you have 2 of her in your hand. Because then we can continue the cycle over and over and over again. Look at an on cue Harness to Infinity. My booba. All right, so now here's the trick with this. What we actually want to do is we want to ditch. We're going to ditch Staggering Insight because I want the Narfies in the graveyard. I'm going to use my, hold on, let me double check. Do I have that at top? Yeah, okay, so Harness Infinity is my top card. I'm going to use my secondary ability for her. I'm going to duplicate it. I get it full power. And I'm going to use it up here. But Gus, don't you want to use the cards you already have that are full manas to do the other things inside of your hand? No, I actually want them to hit the graveyard because it's going to do some fantastic stuff, which you will see. Let's go ahead and do some Kezel Lockdwayne right here. Boom, we're dropping all the cards, right? Now, I don't want to use Field Trip right now. Why, Goss? Because I don't have any cards in my hand, so it's not going to do me any good. I do want to use Staggering Insight. Do I want to put it on Ruta? No, I want to put it on this guy. Now I want to use Ruta's ability. Do I want to use Ruta's ability right now? I'm going to say not now. I'm not going to use Environmental Sciences. I will use Maelstrom Muse. Boom, boom, bigger, bigger. I will bring her out. I should have used it beforehand. I will confirm Narfi. I will use Gather the Pack. I will confirm, so she pulls back up. So I get another Gather the Pack. Oh, not now, because, again, the way the cards play is it's at the end of the turn, so you're already done casting your spells. You have to wait till your next turn to cast it. Now, because I use my second ability, I get my token that's on the board. If you guys didn't watch my video on Kasmina, she's broken. Dude, the more I play with her, the more she's just great. She is absolutely worth paying money for. She is bonkers. That said, you have two choices at this stage. I like Environmental Sciences because I like conversion. The other option is Explore the Vast Lens. Each player fetches the first spell or land support from their library. Each player gains 7 life. Each player gains 7 loyalty. That doesn't seem like a lot, the 7 loyalty, but it normally fills up my hand, or it fills up my loyalty meter, giving me the ability to do stuff. But I'm going to go with conversion because I need it. If I get a secondary option, I can also take Introduction to Annihilation, so I have some removal. But really, in this case, I don't think I need it, but I'm going to go ahead and take it anyways, just to be safe. Just in case old Garuk here starts going off with some tokens or whatever. Let's see what he does. Oh, you destroy my baby. Why you kill my person there? Why you do these things, huh? All right, 1 extra swap. Come on, man. Did I miss a 5-drop or did I give him one? All right, so now he's got this guy. I don't like this guy. It's not my friend. So we're going to try to... Oh, look at that. We have Mortality Spear. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. And I want to get this up here. Oh, what do I want to do? I have my 2. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ditch Introduction to Annihilation. You're like, gods, don't you need removal? I know. I want to show you some fun stuff, though. So I want to do this. Okay. Now we nuke the board. So I use my secondary ability, and I did it with Environmental Sciences at the top, so I get a copy of Environmental Sciences. So now what can happen is I put Ruta up the top. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really, really good. And then I want to get her out first. I'm chickening out here. Let's just go here. All right. So she comes out. I'm going to go ahead and cast Environmental Sciences, so I get a copy of that. Convert some blue. Does it again. This time I get some conversion. All right, cool. That hits the board. I can now cast Field Trip, which is at the end of my turn. Now my cards start getting stuff. I get another Environmental Sciences. I think I will do another one. Yes, why not? Boom. It's great because all of these cards I go fetch with Learn actually hit my graveyard. So I get to play with them just the same. So Reduce to Memory. I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to take, let's go ahead and go Mascot Exhibition. I'll show you something cool with that. Mascot Exhibition is kind of cool. All right, so, but guys, you did not deal with the guy. But I did deal with the guy. When you gain life, yada yada, destroy the first opposing non-token creature if you can't destroy an opposing non-token non-land support. I'm confirming the only way I can cast it on their turn is if a creature is attacking me. So when he's coming at me, I get to destroy it using that ability. Sweet, good times. Good times. All right, so we want to do environmental challenges or environmental whatever. I don't need Reduce to Memory, so that's out of there. I do want to go get another Harness to Infinity. There it is. All right, great. It doesn't fill it all the way up. Now, here's the thing, okay? So I actually want to put that there. I want to have Gather the Pack here. And then, yes. I want to have actually Harness to Infinity above Mascot Exhibition because I'm not going to try to cast it right now. So Rutha, then Environmental, then Gather the Pack. So I'll draw 2 cards. I'll cast the Environmental Sciences. I'll be able to pick up Rutha. I'll have another Rutha on the board, free to go crazy, and then I can do Harness to Infinity. but I don't want to pick her up because you'll see. Anyways, let's go blue. Wherever we can, go blue. All right, here we go. So, yes, confirm. Pick that up. Awesome. Now we go there. We put those other creatures in the graveyard. Do we want to pick her up? Yes, we do, because we want our hand full. It gives us all of that. Now Harness to Infinity is dropping all those cards. And I'm still not going to use Field Trip. I will use Ruta. Yes. I'm not going to use Harness right now. I have one in the graveyard waiting. I will not use Environmental. I will bring out Narfi. Narfi comes out, and I get all the Narfis to hit the board. Staggering Insight, I'm going to go on him because we want that. I will pull her to my hand. Get a copy of that. We get another Narfi. We get another Maelstrom. We get another Narfi. Why? Because all of those cards get the 18 mana, or the 15 mana in this case. So I'm swinging for 42. You'll notice I'm not running any fractals right now. I'm not fractaling it up. Let's see if I can do, what do I want to take? Let's take a Containment Breach. So what I'm doing right now is immediately looking down here and seeing that he's got some supports down here. So I'm going to take a Containment Breach just in case, because I don't know the rest of his hand. All right, there's something red there. Whatever that is, I can wind up taking that out with Containment Breach. And that looks like that's giving him something special, so I don't want them to have. I think it's Song of Creation. Oh, and then I get to show you this spell card too. All right, so let's do this. Let's go. Let's actually play that last. I'd like to get that out. And let's use our first ability one more time. Do we want to do another Harness? Yeah, let's do another Harness. Why not? Let's go. Let's go. All right, since I have all of this stuff here, I'm not going to get cheeky with it. I'm just going to go with it and let you guys see what it does. And that's game anyway, so we should be able to win here. Okay, so Harness to Infinity goes. Now I get to do Field Trip. Actually, I'll Field Trip, and then I get to Learn. So I get the Environmental Sciences, so I get that. I'm not going to cast that Harness to Infinity. I will do another Environmental Sciences. I will do another Environmental Sciences. Come on, I'm trying to get to my second or third ability. Ruta comes out. I will gather the pack, so that fills my hand up. I will put that up there. What I try to do is have her be there for a green conversion card, so that I'm getting all of my hand filled with mana. I'm going to take an Environmental Sciences. I'm going to go ahead and confirm it, even though they don't have a creature, because then I get to destroy some of their supports. And there you go. So next turn, I win. But my hand's full, my life's full. We want to do another one? Do you want to do another one? Is that what you're telling me here, guys? Let's go here. And we'll ditch that Ruta, and we'll come up here. We'll go, let's see if we can get one more Harness. Oh, no more Harness, but that's all right. We'll go here with this one. All right, so let's just go. Let's go. We're being silly. We're being silly right now. Boom. Confirm, sure, why not? Just go get free stuff. When you get two of them in your hand, it's a lot of fun, because then you get to do them over and over and over and over again. It's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Did that work? Boom, boom, boom. That goes. We're going to do Harness to Infinity. Why not? Let's go. We got a full hand. We got one sitting in the graveyard. Bring her out. Bring out Ruta. Bring out Maelstrom Muse. Environmental Sciences. Bam. Let's pull her back out. We got a full hand of that. Gather the pack. Let's fill the hand up again. Staggering Insights. Let's go make this big boy more powerful. We haven't done that for him. So he's now 47. I want all the Narfis. Give me every Narfi that you can possibly put together in the deck, because that's just brutally fun, my friends. That's what I'm talking about. You want to talk about power, popper power with Harness to Infinity? You try that build out and tell me you don't have fun running a popper build essentially with just one card that's not destroying your opponents. It is hilarity. But my friend, that is not the Mythic build. There's a card that combos even better with it. Let me show it to you. Mythic Silliness Ensues. Now, this is not my actual preferred Mythic build. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But I fiddled around with it and I thought, does this really spotlight the power of Harness to Infinity? And it didn't. So I retweaked the deck a bit just to show you some of the fun stuff it is. Here it is. Harness Infinity, as you know. Harness Infinity was made to work with one other card, and it's only going to be a good combo in Standard for maybe another couple of months in September when we get the rotation, the next set after the D&D set. I'm so excited for Forgotten Realms, by the way. As soon as that set comes out, the set after that, which I think is the Onistrad or Innistrad or whatever it is, Once we have that, then this next card rotates out, and that is Song of Creation. Song and Harness are a match made in heaven. Peanut butter and chocolate. You know, jelly and peanut butter. Whatever it is. Song of Creation, you know what it does. Support card enchantment, 8 mana. When you draw your first land support card each turn, it gains full mana. When you cast an on-land card, draw 2 cards, resourceful 5. The first card in your hand gains 3 mana for each other card in your hand. At the end of your turn, discard all but the first 1 cards. They nerfed this card a bit. It used to trigger itself. You'd cast it, and then it'd start triggering. Now you have to cast it and a secondary card before it starts casting. Or it starts doing its thing, but it is what it is. Now, the ultimate buried creature is Vengevine. 12 mana. Buried 12, haste, very important in green, 6/5 elemental. When you cast a creature, cast, that's the operative word. If this card is in your graveyard, it gains 6 mana. Prowess, this creature gets +2/+2. I'm going to show you some shenanigans with that. We want as many of them bad boys in the graveyard. You know what Gather the Pack does. And then we run our standard green conversion in this Planeswalker. So it's Avatar of Growth, 60 mana. When this creature enters the battlefield, convert X gems to green. X is your green mana bonus. Then fetch the first 2 land supports from your library. Move those cards to the board under your control. Very powerful. I usually don't run land supports with them, but Erixmithus, Slumbering Isle, 12 mana, blue-green. It has resilience. Land Kraken. When the support loses shield for the first time each turn, reinforce it. I think it's broken. Every time it loses a shield, it reinforces. As long as the support is reinforced 4 more times, the first creature gets +12/+12 and gains Defender. At the beginning of your turn, convert 4 gems to blue and 4 gems to green. Very powerful land card. I think it's probably the most powerful card land in the game. Strixhaven has not left us anything to the doubts of our imagination. Turn Timber Symbiosis, 18 mana, go fetch that creature, put it on the board. Reclaim the Wastes, conversion, Ruinous Ultimatum, destroy everything, including everything but land supports. And then Chromantic Core, make our guys have some first strike. Here's the screenshot, snappy snap, click, click, and then we go use it. We're going to be facing Pee Wee Herman, piloting Calamity. Let's go show him what we've got. I tell you what, I love this card. I love this deck. This deck is so fun. All right, let's get to it. First things first, let's see what we draw. Song is what we want right away. We want some mana. Let's make it happen, my friends, immediately. So let's go here. We got a nice little double drop. We want to mute down Song. So again, we're not casting it on its own. It would have hit the board. We would have dropped our creature. Not would have been good, at least not this early in the game. I think we can go ahead and let it out now. Let's release the Kraken. Literally, we want to get our... yes, we do want to confirm. Now, with Reclaim the Waste, you want to use it as long as you have charges in your Song to give mana to the first card. You want to use it right away. We want to get our Avatar of Growth on the board as quickly as possible. Not even necessarily for the green mana conversion, because it's only converting 2. With Tameo, oh yeah, I'm using Tameo to pilot this. I'll show you why here in a minute. We want to go turn Timber Symbiosis. We want to go get Avatar of Growth. We want to double that up, get some conversion if we can, get it to work. But we're really just trying to get our first... Really, we're just trying to get the Erixmithus up to 20 shield so that it can give our first creature Defender and we have a nice little body on the board. Really what we want to do is go power that up with Chromantic Core so that it's even more powerful. But we now need to get to our third ability as quickly as possible, and that will come in the form of... Let's go here, boom. Cool. And let's see if we get it done. I think that's where it's going to stop for us. But 16 mana damage already. It's a lot. Come on, now we need to get to our third ability as quickly as possible. See, it's still charging. Oh no, it just transfers over. So it's just 3. See, and if I had Chromantic Core out, charging up one of my bad boys, it would be good. All right, so we have a 5 swap here. We're going to try to get that to go. So let's go there. All right, we're going to go... What is this? That's a gold token. Everybody's using gold tokens right now. It's very interesting. Let's go here. Boom. So we get a white drop. Cool, we did. Got to get to our third ability as quickly as possible because I might just win with this creatures on the board as quickly as possible. But I want to show... There it is. I don't think we're going to get to it, though. Let's see. Nope, that's all going to drop. And I still didn't hit my third ability, and that's game. I won so quickly. These guys won too quickly. Like, I didn't even use Harness Infinity, which is the whole point of the deal. So we're going to try to get it to go. Okay, I got my third. Yes. Let's go ahead and go here. Okay, so again, the reason I'm choosing Tamiyo is because her third ability. Draw 6 cards, increase your blue, green, and white mana bonuses by 12 for 4 turns. Really, it's 2 turns, 2 of your turns that you can use it with. Before you use her ability, make sure you put a card without any mana up at the top, because Song of Creation is going to charge it up. And we want to get into a, whatchamacallit. Come on, there's Harness Infinity. Thank you! Now, what's different here is, do they have anything on the board that we can destroy? Yes, they do. Okay. So I want to cast everything, and I'm going to have Harness be the last card in my hand. Why? Because I'm going to draw a bunch of cards as I'm casting these. Okay, so Turn Timber Symbiosis, we say yes. We want to grab the green ones so that the avatar can charge up the rest of our hand. Make some matches, man. Come on. Whew, there's another one. All right, we need to nuke the board. Come on. There we go. Okay, now we're starting to nuke. There we go. And here it comes. There's the Chromanticore. We're drawing cards left and right. We're destroying all their stuff that's on the board. We're getting our Vengevine to get powered up. All right, now we're doing our Into Infinity. We're going to reclaim the waste because it's going to charge our third ability back up. Not that it's going to matter, but now we get another Harness. We might be able to cast another one. Turn Timber Symbiosis, yes. We're going to go for Avatar of Growth. Now note, when I use Turn Timber Symbiosis, it summons a creature. It doesn't actually cast a creature. So once we actually start casting from the graveyard, then we should see all of these guys here start going ham. We're going to go ahead and use that ability. That should power it up. We're going to bring out another song. We're going to cast this, and then we should get some more. Confirm. Now they're all starting to come. Now we get all the ones that were triggered from beforehand, and this makes us a big, powerful, stupid creature, which we don't even need to worry about because we're way overpowered and we wind up winning anyways. Harness Infinity is a blast, my friends. It is so much fun. There's so many different combos you can pull with it. I'd love to see your versions of it, but let me show you my real Mythic build. So this is actually my Mythic build. It's Song, Turn Timber, Reclaim, Animists, Ruinous Ultimatum, Avatar of Growth, Alrund's Epiphany. I get to take all the turns. I have Journey to the Oracle, but not because I'm playing this card, because I'm using the invoked ability to get Jadzi, J-A-D-Z-I, and that's the creature I pull. So every time I get it in my hand, then I invoke Jadzi. You get all the abilities of Jadzi without any of the negative sides to what it does. So Jadzi, no matter how you get Journey to the Oracle or Jadzi, you really have Jadzi. Jadzi is the best. I built an all-land deck. I might spotlight it in the future if you guys are interested, using Journey to the Oracle. It's an interesting build. It's not very fun, but it is what it is. And then the card of the hour, Harness Infinity. This card is absolutely a chase card. It's an automatic add in anything you're doing with the little tinkering, especially with some of the cards that I was showing you inside of the Pauper build. That Pauper build is so much fun. I really enjoy building you guys Pauper builds. I mean, they're a lot of fun for me. Let's see. Oh, it's not here. It's in with Kesmina. So Harness Pauper with Rutha and the green conversion. It's so much fun. It's just silly. So if you've pulled Harness to Infinity, or Harness Infinity, I should say, and you have these cards, if you've gotten most of the commons, uncommons from Strixhaven, you have a deck. You have a very powerful deck. Now, what are your thoughts on it? As always, I'd love to hear your comments. Again, my friends, it would really help the channel out if you would join our party. Like, subscribe, comment below, and as always, let us know your gamer name and what coalition you're in. Some big stuff coming down the pipe. They're coming here very soon. But what are your thoughts on Harness Infinity? What's been the breakout card from Strixhaven for you? There are so many good chase cards. There are so many good common and uncommon cards. I'm thinking of doing just a spotlight on the most powerful common and uncommon cards inside of Strixhaven that you absolutely should be using if you're not. Rutha, and for sure Maelstrom, Muse, absolutely powerful. So many good cards out of Strixhaven. It's kind of ridiculous. Immortality Spear, absolutely one of my favorite removal spells in common and uncommon. Mentor's Guidance. I mean, this whole build has just got a lot of secret stuff in it that's fantastic. Most importantly, though, I appreciate you. You could be anywhere in the world. It really helps the channel out when you comment, like, engage, share with your coalition. Take the link, go share it inside your Facebook groups or any of your Discord groups out there with folks so they get the word out so they can come and hopefully like this content. I'm not getting paid for these, but I love the game so much that I hope I'm offering some insights to you guys on how to get stuff done. And most importantly, so that you can harness the infinite power that is Magic Puzzle Quest. And until our next quest, my friends, you are appreciated, and swords up. Talk to you in the next one.